Today in Aether Drift Standard, we have made the best budget climbing deck, an aggro artifacts build you will not believe. We're crushing in the mythic numbers. First of all, we got the 1 mana 3/4 flying, some new card draw, and then we're going to do a bunch of aggro artifacts, including Zoetic Glyph and Filchid Falcon on tokens that we make, but importantly, incubate tokens, which means that they come in even larger than you'd expect, guys. You're going to want to check it out. Mythic! Mythic with a 4 rare deck. Let's go. Yeah! Smashing. Let's go. Hey, it's Mythic Mike. We've made it's my best new budget climber, and it's, you know, it's somewhere in my like total climbers of even rare decks. This thing is awesome. Crushing in the numbers mythic. We spent a lot of time perfecting it. I made a version of this in early access, but like you only have so much time in early access. We've actually gone through a ton of games and really perfected it. So you'll see there's some similarities, but also some differences. One of the, you know, things here that's very important is Sunder the Gateway, a card people overlooked, but destroy target, and this isn't from the new set, just people haven't been playing it. Destroy target non-token artifact or enchantment opponent controls. Temporary lockdown, ghosts, overlords, anything, right? Insidious roots for those random people that play. And what's crazy is it doesn't just do that. It also incubates 2, which makes a token with 2 counters on it, and you have to pay 2 to transform it. Or if they don't have anything to kill there, you just incubate and transform it. So you make a 2/2 effectively, which is an artifact, which goes with the artifact theme, which is not the end of the world. But that's insane. And then we also have this guy. We went back and forth on some of the numbers, but I ended up going with 2 of these. And when this enters, incubate 2, and when you transform an incubate token, it comes in 1 bigger. We're rarely transforming them. Sometimes we do, but what happens is you get these incubate tokens out. Then what you do is you play Zoetic Glyph on the incubate token. You don't even have to transform it. You can if you want. And then this says the base power is a 5/4. So the incubate token already has 2 counters on it. So now it's a 7/6 with haste because the token's already been out. So there's no summoning sickness. And then if they ever kill what this is on, then we discover 3. So we play a card for free. Absolutely bonkers. Same thing with Filchid Falcon, right? It makes a investigate token you can draw off of, which comes up later. And then once you have 3 artifacts, which we'll always have, it solves. And then at instant speed, you can pay 3 to put 4 counters on a non-creature artifact. This one has to be non-creature. This one doesn't, by the way. Just remember that. And then it's a flyer with 4 counters on it. And if we put it on an incubate token, it's a flyer with 6 counters on it because it counts the 2 before. So absolutely insane damage there. And we're playing the new nesting bot. We played this in the last one too, or at least in the revised version. But start your engines, and then if you get to 4 power, you hit them a couple times, this becomes a 2/1. But realistically, this is an artifact. And when it dies, it'll make another 1/1 artifact that can block. So it's really nice to keep artifacts on the table, get creatures to block. And this can actually put out damage when it turns into a 2/1 as well. This one makes an investigate token. So creature, we're just going to block with it usually, and who cares against mono red. And we're just building up our artifacts, right? We can block, there's still an artifact. We can block, there's still an artifact. This one makes a map. We can block with this creature, and then there's still an artifact behind. And then we can use this and this on the artifacts left behind to make giant creatures that mono red or anything else cannot go through. Kill temporary lockdown, kill ghosts, you know, same thing. Block here, who cares? We still have the incubate token. But we also have 2 mandible. I'll go into which ones I was switching around a little bit, but I think 2's right. This is a 2/1 lifelink, and whenever an artifact enters, put a +1/+1 until end of turn. It's nice to have some just more lifelink in here to survive against all the aggro decks. I didn't want a ton because it's not great if you get a bunch of these. You just want like 1 down and then play a bunch of small artifacts. And then this thing's gonna also, you can play this on it and it will be a 5/4 lifelink, by the way. So pretty sweet. Now, not only are we using lifelink here, we are actually, so our removal is Sunder as well as Sheltered. Only non-artifact, but look, if you put it on one of these big creatures with Zoetic or something and just get through, huge lifelink swings, win games, it kills anything, you know this card. I had been playing the bounce that helps with artifact creatures, but I took it out. This is just way better. So perfecting it. And then we got the affinity for artifacts. It'll be a 1 mana 3/4 most of the time. Super nice, right? And then this one is one of the cards I was subbing in and out a little bit, but affinity for artifacts. So if you have 5 artifacts, it's only 2 mana and you draw 3 cards and gain 3 life. Nice just to have a couple of these. 22 lands. Now, what cards, you might see a couple different cards in here. I couldn't tell if I should play all 4 of these or all 4 of these, so that kept switching a little bit. I think we're right here. And then the only other thing I was thinking about changing was this. A couple games I put in like Spell Pierce or the other 2 mana counter spell, being like, maybe I want counter spells because of, you know, board wipes and things, or more importantly, like Omniscience. But who cares about Omniscience, honestly? We can sometimes just power through it. And with board wipes, we don't really care that much because it's not going to hit our tokens, and then we can play Zoetic Glyph or Falchion on it. And if they use Temporary Lockdown, we can get it back with Sunder or Sheltered in some situations. So realistically, the life gain and card draw was just nicer. So I ended up going for that. But there's a world where you play like 2 Spell Pierce instead. But I'm pretty certain this is the best one. I'm pretty certain this is the best one. So yeah, this is the cleaned up version of my last one. And as you'll see, we crush. Let's go, baby. All right, Flicks. Wow, this is mono blue, apparently. We'll try it. I mean, looks relatively good, right? Looks relatively good. Turn 3, we'll have 2 Memory Guardians, even if we don't draw lands. Not bad. What a weird hand. Should I just make this mono blue? Oh wait, we would need a land, I guess. Alright, Pixie, huh? Pixie, are you ready for no rares? Are you ready for no rares? Land. Yes. Less. I mean, that'll stop people. Next turn we can make a 4/4 with haste, but why would we when we have a nice 1 mana 3/4? It's a fun no rares deck. Let's go. If you don't want to just be boring and play this deck over and over. I did make a Selesnya that counters this, by the way. Check it out if you haven't. I mean, poor guy. He could double block. Yeah, that's probably the right play. It's probably the right play. I will have a 4/4 haste a turn. Guys, this is no rares. No rares but lands. I've already talked about it a million times, but if you take the best meta deck in the world that's dual color and you remove the rare lands from it, you've just made it a way worse deck, right? Or less consistent. So you can make no rares decks that are just as good as rare decks, like in front of you, with the cards, but you can't do it with the lands because objectively a tap land is worse than a non-tap land. All right, so he's just going for it, huh? All right, I'm going to play a little safe. I don't know if I should have or not. I'm glad I did. Is he still going to win? No, we win. Oh my god. Who saw someone destroy a pixie deck this bad? With no rares. This is a banger. All right, Salo, let's go. Let's go. All right. I have added Sheltered in instead of the Bounce. I think it's just better. We could have let the Sheltered, the Bounce, or the Requisition, what's it called? Sunder the Gateway go. And I chose the Bounce because I like Sunder the Gateway a lot in this deck. Wow. It's getting big. Thank God we've got a way to deal with it. Bing, bing, boom. Now, does he have removal? Shoot, he can hit it if he wants. Does he have the deal 4 damage? No. No. All right. So he was all in on that creature. Poor guy. We will not play any... I guess we could have. No, because we can... Yeah, we can play this next turn. Let's go. All right, BViz, let's go. Let's go. We're perfecting this banger as we play. And I have such a sick list by the end for sure. We are playing around with the idea of putting some Spell Pierce in too. There's like 4 spots that are variable that we're still like perfecting. Getting a sense of what makes sense. Bing, ba, boom. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Do we just do it? I think why not, right? 4/4 flyer will start smashing. Oof, poor guy. I will get a card out of that. Why not? That's pretty good. Glad I did. Oh, so he's cut down? Oh, go for the throat. Oh, poor guy. People are still playing that a lot, right? Poor guy. Poor guy. Is he going to resign? He's trying his little heart out. We're doing no rares. Banging. Let's go. All right, Dare Dually. Let's go. We are, I think, going to take out a lot of these games. We had just like 2 of those card draw spells with Affinity. I think we're just taking them out. They never really did anything. Or they never did anything super meaningful. Ooh, I should have looked ahead. I kind of messed this up, didn't I? Yeah. I should have played the other way around. Whatever. I should have just... Yeah. Well, you gotta look... You always want a double spell, so obviously I could have seen this coming. Whatever. Interesting. I do like that a lot. I like that a lot. I'll stay on blocks. A 5/4 is no joke. Just wait till I put my Shelter by Ghosts on that bad boy. Alright, so he's gonna Monstrous Rage through, huh? Or is he just gonna kill it? Monstrous Rage? Alright. I mean, that's fine by me, sir. You just used 2 cards, and I get my card back, more or less. Okay, so that means that I can't do Sheltered if I get it, right? I'm not sure this is the right strategy, sir. I'm not sure if this is the right strategy for you. We're going to get more creatures out just to stop them from doing stuff. We are breaking hearts with a no rare banger. Remember, we are doing 4 Mandible Justicars at this point. I mean, I think we just swing in. I know we could have haste things, but... So he has to deal 5... Oh, no. I have never seen someone so willing to waste burn spells on 1-drops. What is happening? Alright, that's what happens when you... Oh, whoops. Well, it had to be that way, I guess. When you waste all your... Mr. 1799 playing mono red. We're at 15 life. And look at our board state. Oh my god, he loves it. He loves it. You think we're out of gas, baby? These are all card draw. This is all card draw. We can sacrifice these to draw 4 cards. This is a masterpiece, guys. Let's go. You know, that is funny though. Talk about a decent top end is that, right? Mono red never used to have like a big 4-drop like that. I mean, there's no reason not to see what we get, right? You're telling me we have lifelink? This is like a banger of a card. Whenever an artifact enters, gets +1/+1. So most turns, it'll be a 3/2 lifelink. That's an artifact itself. Next turn, we could play 2 artifacts. Let's masterpiece. All right, Chilly Willy. I guess. It's a little weird. I need a white land pretty bad. Oh my god. Never didn't have it. Never didn't have it. Hey, we're playing skeletons up here. We're playing skeletons up here. I like that. Which version? I have a few versions. There's always a chance it's one of mine. But there's other versions as well, of course. I mean, it's hard to tell. Okay. So this wouldn't be any of my recent versions. I haven't had Liliana in any recent versions. I'll go for the damage, right? We can kill Case, which is pretty sweet. Ooh, wow. Gonti. I made one with Gonti. It did not work out very well, though, for me. Too bad you can't keep it as a, like, not transform it. So it won't transform if you kill something. Otherwise, it will. There's the corpses. Is he just dead? He's close. Hey, pretty nice though. I do like this. I did make a draw version. It hasn't been working for me. I wonder if it has been working for him. I wonder if it has been working for him. Clearly not working well enough to beat my no rares banger though. So I've literally made this exact deck. I'm not sure I put Lily on it, where I put in Gix and Gonti with my skeletons. And it was just a little too slow, yeah. Good try, baby. All right, Belgarian. I knew I had to revisit this and perfect it. I always thought there was a small chance it was already good as is, but we did some perfecting, I'll tell you that. We definitely did some perfecting. I could have probably done the other one. All right, poison. Poison. Guess we might as well solve it, right? What's nice, we don't mind paying life against poison usually because they're not going for that win con. So one land and this without land, sheltered will still do it. Sheltered will still do it. So there is a version of this deck with the white construct now, because you can find your green guy. Not my style. Close. I could have played both of these, right? But I mean, 5/4 haste is no joke, followed by a 4/4. Oh shoot! If I had played the Zoetic on this and used that, I actually next turn I would have won. Whatever. Live and you learn. Because right now it's going to be 11 damage, and if I got one more through that, it would be 12. We are smashing with this no rare banger. Okay, that's not good for him, right? Wait, does he get to use it? Oh my god. That's how that works? Dude, that's how that works? Oh my god. Did you guys know that that countered sheltered like that? Whoops, I didn't know that at all. Is this how I'm going to lose to killing myself? Well, it's a good sign for the deck. I guess I haven't played enough poison decks to realize that's how that would happen. Yep. Oops. So you cannot play sheltered when Ivy exists, huh? All right, get me out of this game. I threw it. Well, life lesson, if you didn't know that. All right, Maddie17, let's go. Let's go. Interesting. We will need a land or another artifact. No rares banger in front of you, by the way. No rares banger. Except lands. Alright. Do not use that because we need the artifacts to play our Memory Guardian next turn, which will then solve this. Is this Omniscience? Is this Omniscience? It is, isn't it? What a loser. What a loser. The worst part is you're at 93% with Omniscience. That's triple loser. It's just not a deck I think you should be able to play in best of one. It's just gimmicky. I think this one's the best. Okay. Maybe he's playing control and that's better. Okay. Is Sunfall coming? That's not that good overall. I mean, it's fine, but it's not amazing. Nah, we'll wait. Get. All right, Brondo, let's go. Let's go. All right. Let's see. I would obviously like Sheltered by Ghosts. We are going with that. We also are doing Mandible Justicar. I've switched between Mandible Justicar and the guy who makes an Incubate token. I think Mandible's better just because we already have Incubate tokens from these. And the lifelink really helps in some matchups. What's happening here? So he's gonna mad it. Oh no, what the heck? That's weird. Should I have blocked? I mean, I guess we just do that, right? We don't want to give him... He can't kill it, right? So that's a bummer for him. It is one of these, huh? I guess we do want to get to our flyer as soon as possible. Can he do 21 through the air through a blocker? We need a land. Interesting. Oof, that's a problem. Well, that's better. Do I want lifelink? I think that's too slow, honestly. I think too slow. Can he win through the air? All right. Looks like we're beating this guy. Unless he has land that he's saving. No. Okay. Mitigate damage wherever. Yeah, can. We will turn it into a flyer. People forget how this works sometimes. It's not going to work if you try. Does he know I can do that? Poor guy. Destroy that, and we can put the Zoetic on it for a 7/6. All right, Ursus. Looks beautiful, right? We have kind of all of the perfect tricks. So I would love if he played a artifact or enchantment. I imagine he won't, though. Are we cutting down this? Is he a skeleton boy? If he is, boy, do we have the answer to Corpses of the Lost. Cut down. Cut down is way... So I used to think Disfigure was way better than Cut down. Cut down's... It's comparable now. The reason is there's a good amount of 2/3s in the meta. Now? Before there were none of them. I still think it's not as good, but it's gotten way closer. It has for sure gotten way closer. Do I want to... I don't think so. Because we have 2 Zoetic Glyphs in a row. Wow. Smithster's using a lot of stuff. Wow. Zoetic, I mean, my God. You know, 3 mana, 5/5 haste. That when they die, discover 3 are not bad cards, I'll tell you that. Okay, so he does have the annex. Now what? He'll have to block regardless, right? Unless he has removal. I might as well play that before we go, right? So he's got a block. It will die. There's no... What's kind of cool is you can force the discover if you need to ever. Okay. Explain how that's going to stop me from doing all the damage. I mean, maybe. Wow, that's pretty good. Jeez Louise. Oh, man, I should have done that. Oh, no, I couldn't have. Will he win? Does he have another one of these in there? He could. He could. If he has a double damage, he wins. Ooh! That's harsh. We had him. I played a little too green. All right, Luxel, let's go. Let's go. Looks pretty good to me. Just need one land to pop off. No rares banger right here. Okay. Okay. So I'm guessing he's actually control. So temporary lockdown could be annoying. But we get it back. So it's not that annoying. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. Oh, that's not going to work out for you, son. That is not going to work out for you, son. I mean, we're a little too quick for that. Now, let me think. I could have killed it and then made an incubate token, and then this would have come in bigger. Oh, I can do it still. Are you dead? Are you dead, sir? Oh my god, talk about dead. I am actually going to save for temporary lockdown, right? Well, that's sure beautiful. So what a glyph is still a busted card. All right. So poor guy, huh? Poor guy. All right. Explain how that's going to make you win. We play that for free. All right. Mick Douglatron 5K. Looks pretty good. Remember, these can just be 2/2s, worst case. They can be 2/2s, worst case. Interesting. Which is better? Which is better? I guess we'll just get the 2/2 out. Remember, you can put Zoroaster on this and it will be a 7/7, even though it's a non-creature. Even though it's a creature now. You can put Zoroaster, or whatever it's called. What's it called? Zoetic. You can put Zoetic Glyph on a non-creature. Alright. He's going for it. He's going for it. Ooh, that's pretty good. Man. I kind of want to put that down, but... at the same time, it kind of feels like I need to do this, doesn't it? Alright. The next turn... can we do both? No, it'll be down to 2. So we're 1 away. We probably will just play this then. We'd be blocking. The reason to block that one is if he puts Monstrous on it, he doesn't draw a card. Although I guess he wouldn't anyways, right? Ooh, that's interesting. All right. Mr. 1199 on the Mythic ladder playing spam in mono red. How does a little no rares feel in your face? Feels pretty good to me. So that is a rock face ridge, so we know he cannot have a creature. I mean, a spell. Which means if he attacks, I can just kill it with Memory Guardian. Will I kill it with Memory Guardian? It's a good question. Let's go. Let's go. Your go. Your go. Is he crying? All right, well, if he just roasts me, I will end it here. Get bent. All right. What happened here? Did he actually come back, or is he being a baby? Actually, let me think here. We will draw first. Why not? See what we hit. Ooh, we got one of those. I guess that's pretty good. We won't give him back Monastery. Did he quit? Looks like it. All right, he's back, guys. He's back. What a loser. Let me think here. Yeah, I'll block. Okay. I guess I'll do that one. Oh, we can pick which one to transform, which is pretty nice. He can triple block this one. Let's go, baby. Let's go. This guy's a loser. What the heck, man? Just leaving, coming back, getting crabby. You know he's just getting crabby. That's all it is. It's just taking too long. Just because no rares is beating you. Correction, destroying you. Destroying you. That's what I thought. That's what I thought, sir. All right, Cold Steel, let's go. What a beautiful deck, honestly. What a beautiful deck. It is so beautiful, though. It's getting late, though. It's getting late. Oh my god, we're too good. Let's go. Let's go. It is a good sign that decks like this can do well. I wouldn't say it's exactly like a fair deck. Whoa. What the heck is that? We'll kill that. Dude, the fact that it kills that and makes an incubate token is probably one of the most wild things. Like, do you understand that we killed any artifact or enchantment that's non-token, including a creature, and made a 2/2 incubate down here that's an artifact that we can put something on or transform? And if there's nothing there to kill, we just get a 2/2, which like isn't good, but like in terms of like the worst case, this looks like straight up life gain, right? Not Are we going to need this for something better? Maybe, actually. Maybe. We'll hold for now. Like, so for example, the case, we can put it on next turn. We can put the cases thing on this, and it's a 6/6 haste flyer. That's wild. What a beautiful, beautiful deck. I think we have perfected it. We ended up going 2 Mandible, 2 of the Incubate guy. I went back and forth with adding 2 counter spells. We put back in the Voyage Home card draw. And, you know, if they get a turn 4 Omniscience, it just is what it is. Oh, wow. So we need 1 land to really pop, right? So that does solve, huh? So it is this one. Does he have something? Don't tell me he has the save. No. Good. So then that buffs that. He can't block. These, by the way, were at speed 4. Oh, you know what? I think that's what happened. Someone told me to move it up because of the speed. And then I moved it up and it blocked the lands. And now someone told me to... Whatever. This is as good as it's going to get. You can kind of see. Let's go. creature cards in your graveyard. That's only creature cards, not permanent, sir. Oh, poor guy, huh? He had this whole plan to pop off with Lunar Invocation. Also, clutch move us saving our sheltered, right? We almost didn't. We almost did not save our sheltered, and then we would have been in a tough spot. We still would have had a 6/6. What's really cool is with this deck, which is we do get, oh, you didn't let me do it? It's gonna be a 6/6. Good game. Oh, we're still crushing, guys. Let's go. Mashing, let's go.